Dalton and I are heading back to Delaware from Pasadena Paintball P3, and it's in Curtis Bay, down in the Baltimore, Maryland area. We'd never played there before. It was our first time, and it was in support of a autism charity event. A lot of people there, and a lot of prizes. Oh my gosh, I've never seen so much swag thrown out to the crowd. It's like every single person got 3 items. That was that great. I guess he knows now.
I didn't even know you were live.
Yeah.
I was so confused. Why though?
Talking about paintball, man.
Okay.
I was talking about the fact that it seemed like everybody won 3 items at the giveaway at the end of the day.
No, yeah, he won 3 masks.
Well, yeah, there was an employee there, a ref, who bought, how many tickets did he buy for the raffle?
I think 18.
So about 18 tickets. And how many tickets, okay, well, how much were tickets? I know it was 20 bucks for what? Don't say it was 5.
I don't know. I'm not sure. I was going to buy tickets, but I didn't know where to get them. So.
Well, yeah, one ref there won 3 paintball. They won all of the paintball masks.
He got the one that he wanted.
Right.
And then I think he raffled off the other.
But also there was a lot of stuff thrown out. I was saying that when they were throwing out swag at the end, it seems like everybody got 3 items. Yeah. Everybody, I mean, they threw out that much stuff.
Because he said that one of his friends at McDonald's works at McDonald's.
No, so there was a lot of McDonald's stuff being thrown out.
There was these like little plushies of these McDonald's toys, and they were like plush dogs, and they're McDonald's toys, so like they're cheaply made, but they were so funny because you just see them go flying, and the wind would just take them like 15.
Well, yeah. So I would try to throw a T-shirt up from my sponsor, Diana. They gave me some T-shirts, so I throw it up, thinking, well, okay. First I throw it to the left, so I was like, okay, well I got to throw it to the right. So I would take it, throw it to the right, and then the wind would blow it over to the left. So the people on the left got everything, no matter what.
I got this hat, which is pretty nice. It's
Is that AutoZone?
It's Advanced Auto Parts.
God. All right, maybe the swag wasn't worth it.
And then I got a GT Mid-Atlantic case.
All right, so did they actually throw out paintball stuff at all? Maybe I was the only one throwing out paintball swag.
They have white boxes, but in the boxes were cups.
What kind of cups?
I don't know. I didn't get one. And then they threw out these red McDonald's.
Those I saw.
Bottles.
Right.
I got hit in the head with one. And then, the funniest thing, they threw freaking fidget spinners.
Yes.
They had advanced auto parts fidget spinners. Oh gosh, they're so
trying to get the light out of the. There you go. Let's see that one out. What noise? Music? Are you All right, so talk about the event itself.
Yeah, it was good. It was a lot of fun.
We did
really muddy though.
Yes, muddy. We did a challenge. We did a DangerMan's challenge. I'm gonna put that on YouTube. The actual game. We did a game challenge where essentially we gave away a dye paintball mask to whoever could shoot this character out. So the job for me was to keep him alive,
which you did a terrible job at. To cut a long story short, we cut off one side of the field so we could be flanked, which was good. It was a challenge.
Well, okay, we didn't cut off one side. Essentially, when you got to our point, you could not go past our point, so you could get behind us to flank us.
And then we also, I believe, we had it, if you shot me, that was if you won anywhere on my body, but if you shot him in the body...
You had to gog me. You had to gog me to get me out. So as his defender, you had to gog me. No facial share.
But I was popping out on this wall, big pallet, staying really, really tight, just playing the edge, trying to make sure nobody came from the right side. You'll see it in the video. And as I pop out,
we will put this video on.
Throwing
it's a good
a
video.
rope up, just really playing. I'm playing a lot. I get out one last time, right in my head, right up here, my forehead. You can see it.
Yeah, talk about getting domed.
Ow. It hurts. I was wearing a Nike hat. It's got paint on it now.
I think what happened is he popped out on a snapshot battle.
And he was on maybe like 20 yards, 3 yards away, and he was popping up above the bunker, which is weird. Like if you're a good player, you know not to do that.
Well, you can do it if it's a surprise move and it's a snapshot. But my known creed is you do not post up over the top of a bunker unless you own the field.
I guess because I was in the back corner. I guess he figured that he knows where I'm gonna be, he knew where I was, he knew where you were. So he must have just.
I don't think they knew. I was playing different positions. I kept trying to do. I kept
it a lot.
Yeah, I was trying to present a different position consistently because there's only 2 of us.
Yeah.
So he's playing right side. We had this big building. I think I like to call buildings castles. So he was playing right side castle. I'm playing left side castle. And we were playing up the back wall. We didn't go inside the building because if you're inside the building, you then shut yourself off from the sides. You can't shoot out. You can't hold the angles at your left and right. So the best position for us was actually at the back of the building, outside of the building. And so I played back left side, he played back right side. And he got shot out on a pop out, on a snapshot battle.
It was good. It was good though. It was pretty good. It was a good game. It was a good challenge.
And with that, someone won a Dye Axis Pro mask. And I think we're going to probably do this again at other events, maybe.
It was good. The only thing is, I'm surprised not a lot of players wanted to do it. There was one kid, he was...
Oh yeah, there's one kid, every 10 minutes he's coming like, when you doing it, when you doing it? And I was like, listen, I guarantee you, make certain that you get to play it. And so
then he walks onto the field and doesn't play. And when I went over to make an announcement to all the players that were leaving, I was like, hey guys, we're going to do this event right now. Make sure if you want to come and play in it, we're going to stay back a little bit and let the walk-ons go. I looked right at the kid. I was like, hey, so anybody that wants to go right now, you can follow me.
Yeah, you went to fetch. You went to
right at him.
Yeah, you went to fetch
right
him.
At him.
So the kid practically begs to like not for us not to do it without him. And then when we go tell him, he doesn't play. Sound like anybody you know?
Really?
No, not you. I'm just saying. I'm saying to the audience. Does it sound like anybody? I mean, don't we all know somebody who's that annoying? Plays that game.
I don't think it was annoying. He was just.
It was annoying to me that he kept asking, and then when we told him it's time to go, he was like, "Nah, I'm doing this." Makes no sense.
What can you do?
So this field is.
Watch out, vehicle stopped on shoulder ahead.
People like to say, it literally was really hot outside today. It was literally. Okay, well, guess what? This field was literally on the water. Like a chessboard. It was not water, okay? I'm from Delaware and I don't say water. I say water. Of course, then again, if you're from California, you're probably laughing your ass off right now. Is this water? Is this water? So anyway, the paintball field is on the water, and we were on the slope. I parked the car close to the action because I'm media and I get to do things that the normal person wouldn't do, and then people resent me for doing it. And we're parked there, and people are coming by the car to talk, what kind of paintball gun should I buy, and things like that. And wow, is it cold because of the wind blowing. I mean,
the wind would take the path over the water, and because the water is cold.
Watch out, vehicle stopped on shoulder ahead.
Cool down, and then it would blow right onto the landing. It was so cold. The temperature wasn't bad.
Yeah, all places to be.
But the wind was a pain. And it wasn't like.
But it wasn't like that in game. And they made that clear to us. If you get out in the paintball fields themselves, nice and clear. All right. So what are your what's your takeaway from this paintball field? What was nice about it? What'd you like about it? Go to the positive.
I mean, you could literally see Baltimore. Like, it's probably like 20 minutes.
And again, we're talking about Pasadena Paintball Park, Curtis Bay, just outside of Baltimore.
Yep.
Now, from Delaware, it took us less than an hour to get there to play.
That was because it was early. It's Saturday.
Well, still, I mean, with no traffic, it's probably going to take us less than an hour to get back in. Right now,
Don't jinx it. Come on, man.
Okay. We're just about to head over the Susquehanna at Havana Grace. And with that, we're probably about 25 minutes from home. But, so this field, what I liked about it is that there were legitimate open shooting lanes.
Yeah.
They had, wow, one hell of a lot of bunkers. I mean, you could bunker.
Oh, they're everywhere.
Yeah, you could move quite freely around from bunker to bunker. There's one thing about this field I can really say I like, and that was...
It plays like it's an indoor field, but it's not, and the only reason being is because there's so many bunkers. And you would think there's a lot of bunkers, the shooting lanes are not tight, but you can get some pretty long shooting lanes, especially if you're in the middle or on the edges. I was surprised because it's usually hard to do, but they obviously put some thought into it, which is always great.
Well, I don't know how much thought they put into some parts. I mean, that first game we played was our first game of the day. Now, you've probably heard me talk in some videos about how I'll usually get shot out the first game, and for the rest of the day I won't. Because I'd never played on this field, one of the things that we did was we set up shop for myself and Dalton to break right. And the field, as it goes to the right, had a creek bed that kind of elbowed that way. And so to get upfield and out to the edge, you had to kind of go infield a little bit because it elbowed in, curved in with this creek bed. Now, the problem for me is what I didn't realize was that although that creek bed was there, it didn't represent the edge of the field. That came back to haunt me later. I'll get to that. But in this game, so I'm running around this elbow of the creek bed to try to get upfield into a better bunker. And I did off the break. Even with my, if you've been keeping up with me on Instagram, you've seen that I have 2 rods sticking out the front of my toe. Would really not want my doctor to see this. She would flip shit. She would not be happy. So I just covered up really good, and I was able to run with the open toe boot that I got from after surgery. I'm running around in the mud and the woods and all this crap, and I'm not happy about that because the doctor said defective, but I covered it up completely. It's completely covered.
It's covered, but there's also
so I had one toe.
3 feet.
I had one toe exposed. My big giant toe was exposed, and I busted the toenail and it got bloody. So I mean, it's kind of a mess. I'll probably put that on Instagram. But the point is I would bust up field, and I'm with a broken toe that's on the med, with 2 rods in it, and I'm the one guy on the team that gets up as far as I did. Not a good idea. Because as soon as I got into this bunker, I found myself getting paint just bloop, 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 dropping in on me. They apparently had a center 50 arrangement with 2 bunkers, these lay-down bunkers that they could lay down in. The traditional, like, where you take the branches and you lay them next to a tree and they end up, like, creating this angled bunker that's all sticks. And well, so there's 2 of those, and they were pretty good. They probably got up to about a good 3.5, almost 4 feet high on the high point of the angle. And they were just dropping, they had a lane on me. They had a huge open shot on me. I couldn't pancake against the inside of that spindle enough. There was no, so the only thing I could do was lay down and shoot and hope that I can, because they were able to minimize their exposure. The only thing I saw was the top. It was to lay down and let them shoot straight at me, and they had to, and they were putting shots on me. They were bouncing off my back and crap, and they were bouncing off my back. And what happened was I think I got gogged. I got gogged, I think. I mean, they just had so many shots on me that you'd have to be a complete and utter noob not to hit me. So my game ended real quick. So it was a classic example of me not. Gosh, man, why is that happening? Gotta figure out how to get this haze off here. Does that work any better? No, it's like it's still there. Gotta be a way to get this haze off here. Right? I don't know. Maybe I'll just hold my hand there for the rest of the trip. So we learned our lesson in the second game. We knew that they had a lane. That lane was going to be there, so we were definitely going to push people into the center 50 so they could shoot in if they took those positions. But again, being field regulars, they knew not to go there, and I think that's really what cost me. That's not being a field regular, not knowing the nuances of the field. We wanted to push out to the outside. When's the last time you played paintball? Played the edge of the field, and the edge of the field was a liability. All right, where's your liability on the paintball field? The middle field, the kill box. And it's the first time I'd ever seen a paintball field that made the edge of the field a kill box, a legitimate kill box. Because again, it was angled outwards, and by the time you got to a bunker that gave you cover around that elbow, it was up by the 40. And their 50, again, the way that also the bunker that you're in was arranged, it didn't bend back towards the tape line to give you coverage. It slanted it opened up towards the middle of the field. So as a game producer, I would have probably said, you know what, if somebody gets that bunker, that bunker needs to be worth earning and have some value. It has no value. It might as well be turned, like sideways, because you're just completely exposed in there. So I run in there, I lay down. I may put this one on YouTube. There's so many times that I put videos up and it showcases me, making great things happen. This one, just didn't turn out well at all. So taking that bunker was a complete and utter mistake, and the only thing I could do was shoot back. Because had I even tried to take the time to get up and run, I would have just been just as equally exposed, but I would have been shooting back. So, there's a tip for you, a hot tip. So I just buried these guys with paint as best I could. I thought I put one on their loader. Maybe I did, but I got that gog shot and I just put the hand up. The ref was on me. The refs were on me because they were filming. I was asking Bird Dog and getting perspective film. So again, probably worth putting up because it's good coverage. Definitely shows you. I think there's probably some value in the how to learn paintball lesson in there. But it reinforces the point that I've made 100 times. Back on the road. And that is, A, you don't overextend your lines in paintball. And B, play your early games, with a little bit of a conservative bent. You don't have to come out whoop ass in the first game just to prove a point. We didn't get to walk the field at all. We didn't know where the lanes were. We just ran out hoping that we were going to take as much field as we could off the break, which is, again, important, without overextending our lines, which we did. And, put yourself in a position where the other team is now held back because you hold the position. It didn't really work out at all. I mean, like I said, we'll put these videos up. We had a lot of good coverage, video coverage today. So, I mean, that's probably... I'm going to try to move this thing here. Dalton's not talking anyway, so... All right, let me make one more move here. I'm going to try to move this thing one more time. All right. And you still can't see me. At some point... Okay, maybe I finally got something that's going. Okay. So, what I liked about this field was there was open lanes, a lot of bunkers. Oh my God, it was muddy. God, it was muddy. It reminds me of playing Black Snake at OXCC when you're on this near side with the camper van. What is it? The trailer home, where there's all that water and there's the creeks, and so it's nothing but a soggy mess. And to make it even worse, they don't even put like little footbridges to get across. It's just, it's ridiculous. I don't understand that. So this place was really muddy. They did have rain yesterday, but they said it's like this quite often. But it's not so bad you can't play it. I mean, I guess it's, like I said, it's there quite often, but it's not there all the time. Man, what the F? Alright, let's try to clear the screen up one more time. One more time. Oh man, this is just ridiculous. I can't find a place to put my hand. There we go. Alright, so besides the mud, what else can I complain about? Because I don't want to sound like I'm a sellout. You know, I went someplace and I just loved it. It was great. God, man. If I don't like solve this problem soon, I'm gonna get really, really, really annoyed. Is that? That's because the sun's down, isn't it? Well, the things I didn't like, I think that's probably gonna be it. Is this damn mud? Oh my God, Is there a virgin sacrifice I can commit to fixing this problem? All right, that's it. Hang on, Dalton. I'm gonna borrow your AutoZone shirt. What the fuck it is? Dalton, help me out. Hang on, I'm trying to get this up here.
What?
I can't find my other. There it is.
Just put my shirt in the freaking thing.
That didn't work anyway. What is with this camera? I'm a noob.
You're not gonna get that close to the camera.
No, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get the trying to get this over here.
Just coming from the back of it though. Look.
No, it's not. It's coming from this one.
No, it's not. See how my hand is in the way?
Anybody got kids?
Wow, let's look at that. Oh, wow, I was right.
You're not right.
Yeah, look, turn it back.
No, this is here now. This is the part where you just say yes. So the mud, that plagued us all day long. And then by the end of the day, we were ready to do our DangerMan challenge, which we've spoke about earlier. And that was something I think that we're going to try to do more at more events in the future. So if you are a fan of mine on YouTube and you would like to win cool paintball gear, either visit the website because of the contest that I have going on, DangerMansLair.com, YouTube videos. I make announcements there on occasion. Coming to any scenario with me, I'm usually putting up some sort of bounty, or for instance, like I've done historically, I don't know how long we can do this, but Di has been really cool about this, putting up the I-5 white gold. And I do something called the Paintball Professionalism. That is the person who plays on the paintball field with the most respectable game ethic. And I observe it. I have a way of, determining it. And it's a subjective award, by the way, okay? That means I just get to pick. You want a white I-5 gold? It's like a $200 mask. So it's worth coming out and playing with me. All right, so again, P3, Curtis Bay, we spent the day down there. It was a good event. If you're curious as to where I'm going to be in the future, I have a really cool event calendar at DangerMan's Lair. And that event calendar is essentially lists all of the paintball events that are coming up in the region and across the country. And if I'm going to be at them, you'll see that I mentioned it within the framework of those events. And it's a really, really cool event calendar. So if you've got an event going on, a paintball field event, whether it's a swap meet or it's a scenario, whatever it is, if you contact me through DangerMan's Lair, we'll get that up for you. Complete with graphics, Google Maps that link to it, telephone numbers are all organized, everything. If there's an event organizer, like a producer for a scenario, that person's listed with their contact information. It's all organized. It's an actual event calendar system, so everything is uniform across every event. They all look really good. So you as a user, if you come in and you're looking at events, you get a nice, understanding, a general understanding of how the convention works, real quick and hurry. So again, if you want your events included, just hit me up via DangerMan's Lair. Oh my God, the light. We could have just drove somewhere else. Oh my God. There we go. Blocked it that time, baby. Look at it. So I think we're going to end this pretty soon here, but if you are a scenario player, I got one more announcement for you. I have an event coming at the end of summer. I have not revealed all the details from it yet, but this is a doozy. If you're a scenario player and you have a scenario team, especially a team that's got 10 or more players, I got something coming. And this is actually already planned. It is something that's going to take place. I've just been taking the time to hype it and get some excitement brewing ahead of the event. It will involve probably no less than 16 paintball teams to be involved. And it is going to be completely and utterly non-traditional. I'm going to get this thing out of the window now. I think that's kind of it. Thanks for spending the day. I got a number of videos going up on YouTube in relation to what we shot today. We're going to have a full video of the DangerMan challenge that we put up today in terms of shoot Danger Boy here out and win the Die Axis Pro. We'll put that up complete with the presentation of the winner. That'll go up soon. And yeah, a number of other videos I think as well. I've got a video. I got a video that I've actually been editing the past week that should be almost done by the end of the weekend, that I'll go up as well, the how-to video. I have recently podcasted with Billy Wing of the LA Ironman. That'll go up in a couple weeks. I also interviewed with Nightmare. Everybody knows Nightmare from his channel on YouTube. He was recently given a pretty bad shake by YouTube. Apparently they shut down his entire monetization, and he might not get back in. I don't know how that's going to play out. He's supposed to talk to them soon in a one-on-one. And breaking news, folks. He announced it with me first. If he loses his monetization permanently, he's done. He's done shooting paintball videos, and I don't blame him. Why put up popular paintball videos if nobody if nobody's, if everybody else is going to make money off them and you can't, it's not fair. Now YouTube's argument has been that he used some videos, I don't know if that was some or most or what, that he was using videos to do his paintball epic fail videos without the permission of the original owners, and so that was their argument. So I mean, to me, okay, you demonetize those. You don't demonetize the whole channel. Doesn't make any sense. He's not a troublemaker. He's a legitimately good paintball channel. And outside of that, then why punish the guy? Why make him pay a ridiculous price? The old saying, the punishment doesn't fit the crime. How many times when you're a kid, your mother she grounded you for a month when you did something like, forgot to do your homework for the entire school year. I mean, come on, seriously. All right, so what?
What are you even talking about?
He's pretending not to listen while pretending to.
My music just paused and I hear it like the most.
Wow! Look at this. Guy just pulled right out in front of us. You gotta give him a look.
It's a lady.
My Dalton's gonna give him a look. He's doing the old turns his head and follows them as we go by. Look.
Oh man.
Anyway. Podcasts. I got a number of them going up. I've been recording them faster than I can edit them, so I apologize. They're going to be going up soon. But we already have some up there. I have one podcast already completed and up with Greg Hastings. I have another one up that's waiting for part 2 to go up. I'll probably put that up by Monday with Adriana Andreyko. She's out of Pittsburgh. It's a podcast that talks basically about women in paintball. And the conversation is mostly about is it fair for women to still play their sexuality while being paintballers, or is it some sort of offense to feminists out there? It's kind of ridiculous for anybody to really take take that away from a woman. Men and women by nature have been built differently. If somehow we decide we're going to do gender bending and all that, that's I don't want to get into that discussion. I don't have any dog in that race. But in terms of women in general, playing sexuality, I am kind of curious as to why we would think that a woman can't have the agency to be sexual and be everything else. Respecting a woman, the women's rights for years was like, women can be just as smart as they are beautiful. Okay, well, now the question is, can they be just as beautiful as they are smart? I mean, it's just like, how do we get here? So, in paintball, we have that discussion in this podcast. It's, I wouldn't say controversial to the point of being ridiculous, but we have some interesting, candid conversation. So part 2 is going to actually be a little more spicy than part 1. We'll get into the details and nitty-gritty a little more. It's certainly amusing in my opinion. But that podcast, part 2, and a number of others, I'm just kind of backed up on. So I apologize. I've been doing so much other work with the DangerMan's Lair website with 9 volunteer writers now. 9. That's 5, I know, but okay. 9. So all those writers submitting work and having to go through the editing process, going through the video editing for DangerMan's Lair, for the embedded videos and the articles that I've been working on that site. And then of course there's the YouTube videos, then there's events like this, there's spending time with the family. There's only so many hours in the day, so I've kind of spread myself thin. And of course there's the job, the daily day job. So with all that, I think we're probably going to end it here. We're back in Delaware. This was a short trip. God, I wish they were all like this. I hope that you're going to give me the proverbial likes and the shares and all that kind of fun stuff. If you made it to paintball today and you got me there, it was a pleasure meeting you. And I hope you'll follow me to other events. I think the next event I'm going to be at is going to be OXCC with the 100. Speaking of women, 3 women generals. 3 women generals. So if you come out and play that day, you have no choice but to take orders from a woman. No matter what you do, you're going to be listening to a woman. And that's the next event. That's going to be in April. I have a lot of stuff coming up this spring. If you're a field owner, game producer, somebody wants to make some noise for your event, then chase me down at DangerMansLair.com. And with that, I'm out of here. Hey, did you want to say goodbye?